Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So if you are new, welcome. This channel is called Live Narc Free, where it is all about getting free and staying free after dealing with narcissistic abuse. I'm so happy that you tuned into this channel. All right, so today, guys, I just wanted to touch on a quick topic here, and you guys could let me know what you think. If you're dealing with this, or if you overcame this, or maybe this is a challenge for you currently, I would really love to know in the comments. But I got a comment, and it was basically saying like how when you're not like a person could feel like they should have bounced back from the narcissist already. Like, let's say you're not with them, you're dealing with a breakup or a heartbreak or whatever, or a divorce or whatever, and you might feel like you should be bouncing back. So the title is when you're not bouncing back from the narcissist as quickly as you think you should or thought you should have. I just want you guys to remember this, because me personally, when I was dealing with the abuse, I don't think I was really focused on bouncing back. I was just more so focused on like what happened to me, why it did, and how I could overcome it, and like what was the learning lesson of it. I was more like focused on that. But I do understand, that quote. Remember, I think I was telling you guys, they say like, in order to get over someone, get underneath someone. So a lot of people have that type of mentality. It is what it is. I personally don't recommend that, because I don't think that it helps. No one can heal you besides yourself. You can get guidance and support, but at the end of the day, you have to do the inner healing, right? But you just want to keep in mind that when it comes to bouncing back from the relationship that you have with your narcissist, just remember to take your time. Take your time. It's not really a rush. It's not a hurry to get to a finish line, or it's not a sprint. It's a journey, and you have to remember that, you grieve differently, you heal differently, and you deal with pain differently. Not everybody deals with pain in the same way. Some people, it could take them months to recover from the abuse or bounce back from the abuse, and others, it could take them many years. I know me personally, it took me about 2 years, 2.5 years or so, to really get over the narcissism, like to say like it's fine, like I'm my life is okay without the narc, and I don't need to have that person in my life, because obviously they're not bringing anything good or healthy to me. You get me? And so I had to kind of come to that point. But yeah, like you could feel like down on yourself. This could be like mentally draining for you, mentally exhausting, because you could have this pressure on yourself, and you could have this expectation. That expectation too could be coming from friends and family members as well. They may be saying like, oh girl, like you haven't moved on yet. Or like if it's the guys are like, oh, like you're not moving on from her, like she got you hooked or whatever. And I had that happen too, mainly with the borderline. Like I had people around me that I thought were my friends. Obviously they weren't, but probably I would just say associates. And they was like saying like, oh girl, like you should move on. He's like the borderline, he ended up going with like another supply. And a person that she was like an associate, and she was like, oh, she was like, you see him on Facebook, kissing her and posting her on his Instagram, and like, shouldn't you see like he's moved on from you, like move on. She was telling me that. I'm like, wait, what's going on? So you might have that going on, where people are like putting pressure on you, or they could be having these expectations for you, especially like if you're talking to like certain friends and family members about it. They may not understand because they haven't went through the abuse. So that's why I always recommend talking to someone that has actually went through the abuse that you experienced, because somebody like myself, I would understand. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you should move on already, or oh, like, don't you see he's not making you a priority, or don't you see he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, don't you get it? Like I wouldn't say that, because me personally, I understand, like I get that it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, and you may have to learn over and over again. You may have to learn some lessons, learn it the hard way. I had to learn it the hard way, you guys, that the narcissist wasn't for me. you know, and that he didn't have any benefit for me, you know. There was no, like, he wasn't making me happy, and I wasn't a priority, and he didn't want the type of relationship that I want. Because I know a lot of times, and I want to make another video about this, but like the narcissist will tell us like, I don't want a relationship, you know, and but they'll still do things with us like as if it is a relationship, but like they're leading you on, they're future faking you, and essentially they're setting you up to be disappointed and to be heartbroken, you know. But if you're hearing this early and that hasn't happened yet, then that's good, because maybe you can leave first, or you can make your escape first. But some of us, we actually may have to go through the experience where we see the narcissist with a new supply in order for us to get that. It's not, the person is not the one, you know. So it is what it is. It's no judgment. But anyway, you guys, just remember, if you're not bouncing back as fast as you like, it's no hurry, you guys. There's no rush. Take your time with your healing. Feel your feelings. Be patient. Grieve. Whatever you need to do. Work on yourself. Do the inner healing. Do the inner work. It's no race. This is not a race. You are on your own journey. You know, like I said, you have support. You may have somebody like me that's like in your corner, that supports you, that, you know, understands. But at the end of the day, it's a process, you guys. And I would say the longer you're by yourself doing your inner work and your inner healing, the better. Because again, you get to know yourself, you love yourself, you value yourself, and you find out all these things about yourself that you didn't know because you was in an abusive situation with a person, you know. Because when you're dealing with a narcissist, they try to make you to be something completely different than what your natural state is, your natural self, right? So just take your time, you guys. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Take your time. Yeah, it's not your job to, you know, after you get out of the relationship with the narcissist, to quickly, you know, move on like that, because that's not natural. That's what narcissists do. They move on to another person quickly, within days or weeks. And it's just like, did I not matter? Like, what happened? You know? So just take your time, you guys. It's no hurry to quote unquote bounce back from the narcissist. In due time, you will bounce back, and it's going to feel good. You're going to be like, wow, like, I'm so much happier. I have so much more energy. I'm more productive in my life. I'm more successful in my life without the narcissist. You're going to see in due time. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful. Give this video a like, share, and subscribe. I would really love to know what was you guys' biggest takeaway, and your feedback, and any other topics you guys want to learn about. Please leave them in the comment section below. And so yeah, and if you guys did enjoy this video, I want you to check out, I'm going to link this below, how to overcome mental and physical drain and exhaustion after dealing with narcissistic abuse, because you're going to feel it, especially if you're in a stage where you're in no contact. And you may from time to time break the contact, you know, but again, it's fine. It's a learning experience. But you still might be mentally drained and exhausted because you could be going through withdrawals or relapses, and, you know, you're trauma bonded to that person, or you have a soul tie, you know. So it's going to take time. I mean, you still might feel exhausted either way. And even too, if you are in contact with the narc, they still could drain you because they're always projecting themselves onto you, or they could be talking constantly without allowing you to say anything. And you're just like, dang, I feel just tired, you know? So watch that video. Or it's just like, you could have been used to being around a narcissist, and now you have a lot to do, but you feel like you can't do anything just because you're so exhausted because of the abuse. Because abuse, whether it's mental, emotional abuse, you guys, I don't know if you know this, but it can actually make you sick. It can make you sick mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, you guys. And then the other video I want you guys to watch, I did this, I want to say it was a year ago or so, is the chronic fatigue. You know, if you're experiencing chronic fatigue, definitely check out that video to kind of help you overcome that. And if you want to know why you might be experiencing that, video can be helpful. So anyway, I love you guys, and until the next time, bye.